Hello, hello! And welcome back as I scrabble about at the bottom of an icy death hole and try to figure out how to not starve to death. In Perfidious, Pete plays Aven Colony. Gotta admit, I'm starting to feel a little like the chopper pilot from John Carpenter's The Thing. I'm stuck here in a frozen, desolate waste. There's nobody at all around to help. And it's probably only a matter of time before Wilford Brimley shows up and turns into a microwaved bubblegum monster and forces me to dynamite this entire colony. Why? Administrators, seriously though, you guys gave me missions. Why did you send me here? Why here? Is it because there's gold? Is that what it is? You know, I can't eat gold no matter what a West Coast gangster rapper with an overly elaborate grill would have you believe. I can't eat it. And also, you administrators clearly didn't factor in the Sierra Madre factor. The colony, they're gonna get gold fever, man. Colonists are gonna be tearing each other apart with their bare hands. We won't even need John Carpenter's monster from The Thing. It's gonna be human on human hate crime here. Once they find out there's gold in them there hills, forget about it. It's all gonna end in tragedy. It's all gonna end in tragedy, all of it. But I suppose really there's nothing else left for us to do but strap on a mustache, tell people about our diabetes, and try and brew up a thick, hearty bowl of Quaker oatmeal. Though honestly, the way this colony's going, we'll be damn lucky to even get oatmeal. Be like oatmeal's a luxury in this place. So if we come right out to here, I want to try and use as few nanites as possible. We've got to get out to this gold mine, because this is literally the only way we can get food. We have 17.5 food per colonist in storage, and we have no way to get any additional food until we get some gold. What do we have? Let's check one other thing very quickly. What do we actually have? We have 10 gold, 21 gold bloom, 12 iron, 196 nanites, some ration packs, rice, and a little bit of water. So we also are going to need water. Food is a priority. Water is also always a priority. Tier 1 water pump. We have to build it all the way out here? You're shitting me. There's like no, we could get a little bit of water out of our geothermal. Like a very, very little. So, I mean, there's a tiny iota of water here. 14.4, okay. So let's put a water pump here. We definitely want water coming in. And the other thing we're going to have to prioritize building, as strange as this may sound, we're going to need mines, but we're also going to need trade depots. We could go for the laser mine. 40% faster extraction, but it destroys half the minerals in progress. You know what? I would really rather just build a mine and upgrade it. Do we need a nanite processor yet? No, because it can only do iron, copper, or kelko sludge. We can't even get kelko sludge because we can't grow it. Gotta get to 200 power. We could just continue to expand out in this direction. I don't hate this idea. We could probably also let game start going. We got a bunch of stuff to build here. You know, honestly, drone, prioritize the mine. It's your highest priority. Go build the mine first. We got to build a trade facility. That's our other thing. We have to get a trade hub up and running. We're going to put our trade hub right here. Trade hub is the only way we're going to be able to get food. Objective completed. All right, so we got 200 electricity, got some nanites out of that, and that's it. Hey, Administrator, how about with another mission here that maybe gives me a little insight into how not to die?
We have a few ideas on how to make this colony a better place.
Oh, good. You have a few ideas, huh? I'll build a gold mine. Yeah, I was already sort of on that, so, I mean, we'll take that objective. It's almost completed.
I think another mining facility...
Mine or a laser mine. Okay, it turns out already on that as well.
We need to improve the colony's
You don't say.
capacity.
Wow, thanks for all the advice. Man, you know what I got working for me? The colony administrators, they're just a bunch of fucking yes men. That's all they are. They're like, oh, good work, Governor Pete. I see that you have decided to build a gold mine. That's a fantastic idea. Why don't you do that? Tell me, you guys are telling me what I already know. How do we have insufficient power in our mine? Oh, because it's not connected with tunnels, so that's fine. Objective completed, so that gives us 5 nanites, 15 quinoa. Hopefully the colony people, hey, could you not send me nanites and maybe just send me fucking food? We really need food down here. Food is the priority. If you could make with the food, it'd be real helpful. Okay, so we want to put another mine, let's say here. Okay, so let's do that, and then we're gonna run also this way. We really want to prioritize, first off, high priority trade. You know what? No. High priority this, and medium priority that. And then tunnels are all going to be low. Pete, you're really micromanaging the crap out of this one. Yeah, I know, but it's so important for us to get this stuff done. These tunnels, they don't really matter so much. The tunnels, we don't need a tunnel that goes. I mean, this is literally a road to nowhere. We're on the road to nowhere. Come on inside. I mean, we don't need this thing. It's fine. Ultimately, it'll be useful, but it's not exactly a priority at the moment. Okay, construction drone, just gonna leave that one half done, huh? Oh, it's a way to be. I see that Grady Bryant, who's operating our construction drone. Is there a Grady Bryant over here? Vargas. Nope, there's not even one of Ban Wolf's children that we could blame this on. I'm at a loss. A lot of people working at our geothermal generator. Jim Novak. None of the scions of the wolf? Well, no wonder this colony is doomed. None of Ban Wolf's children work here. None of his many, many children. Yeah, I got 10 nanites for building a water pump. Brilliant. That's all we got. I know that you want me to build an iron mine. You know, I've got it in the... It's on the menu, okay? The iron mine is on the agenda. And after that, I mean, sure, you're going to tell me to build a nanite processor too. And you know what? Also on the agenda. The people at our colony are absolutely going to despise the commute, by the way. They're going to be real salty. We have enough room for one additional person. So the trade hub sort of has to be a priority. Food. Okay, it's getting a little real low. Hurry up, little drone. And the other thing is, okay, one thing we do need to do, let's take a look at what potential we can trade. I know we can trade gold, because we looked at that last time. So we can export 20 gold for 250 rice, or 30 zorium for 200 barley. We can do export iron for barley as well, but I'd really rather our iron be continually used in order to... Yeah, I want our iron being used to... Okay, here's the trade hub. Iron being used for nanites exclusively. That's what we want. Iron builds nanites. Can you build the mine first, though? Hey, no, you want a high priority of the mine first? Because I guarantee you, as soon as you finish this, they're going to tell us, build an iron mine. And as soon as we build an iron mine, they're going to be like, build a nanite processor, Governor Pete. And I'm going to be like, I fucking hate all of you. In fact, make that low priority. I want to give that mission as much time to spawn as possible. So, you are currently idle. That's fine. Open a trade UI. Export gold, import rice. This is the only way we can get food, get to work. We're going to need, eventually, more than one trade hub as well. ShipNet, okay.
Wow, those are some very unusual structures. They look like ancient buildings or something. Hey, Vori, shouldn't our surface...
What are you
scanner
talking
pick
about,
those
Jack?
up?
It did, but it didn't identify them as non-natural
This?
features. I suspect the pattern recognition
Oh.
software was probably thrown off by all the spiky ice
Yeah,
formations
clearly.
here.
Definitely thrown off, because these look real
Scanner system.
natural. Very much
I've
like
taken
ice.
a couple of zoom shots with the far scanner. Do you want me to email them to you?
Can you shipe them to me?
Hold on, I'm gonna twerk them.
Let's get as many social media references into our little exchange here as is humanly possible. What do you say, Vori? Schwerp, Twerter, yeah. What about Schmashbook? You gonna do that one too? I fucking hate you guys. Okay, so completing a trade mission, build a trade hub. We got 35 nanites for doing that. All right, well, what else should we build that I'm sure our colony is inevitably going to be like, hey, you should build one of these, Governor Pete? I want to put a housing facility. Okay, we're going to need housing. We're also going to need a way to get people into that housing. I think we do. So we're going to have a mine, a nanite processor. Let's put this right here on the corner of Spook Central. And then... maybe another trade hub, but let's hold off on that. What we need, I think, before we need a trade hub, we're going to need an immigration center, because I want people coming to my colony. Pete, do you really want to start bringing people into the colony at this early of a date? You're right. The more people we bring in, the more people we got to feed, but it's a delicate balancing act here, because, yes, the more people we bring in, the more we got to feed.
Your tomfoolery and shenanigans.
Right, yeah, just send them to me.
Yeah,
over shite.
I think you mean send them to you over shite, actually. Pretty sure shite is what you meant.
Your progress
Food,
is
always food.
satisfactory.
Give me pasta. My people need pasta. They're not going to be happy out here because they're living in the universe's butthole. And admittedly, you know what? I think they're right to maybe object a little bit to being stuck out here in the butthole of the universe. Nobody wants to live in the universe's butthole. Okay, so we're just going to get like a street going. And then we'll put a geothermal vent here. Yeah, insufficient power, blah, blah, blah. Maybe if our... upgrade this. I want another... just up. It's useful. Getting the drone upgrade is going to be more. Waiting for drones? Hey, you wanna maybe prioritize this then? Prioritize the upgrade though? But don't repair it. I guess upgrades don't get a priority? Beautiful. Should have done that before I scheduled building on literally everything else then. Bunch of new missions available.
Your colony could benefit from increased...
Well, you're not wrong. Also, at least it's something I hadn't thought of yet. Build a nanite processor. What a surprise. We actually already did that, but we're not going to get credit for it. Now, it's... Okay, we're 4% shy of credit for that mission.
I need your help to balance our supplies.
Exchange gold for rice. Oddly enough, we're already in on that. Also, really, this seems like a profitable balance of supplies. Do you have a huge use for gold in space? And right now, somebody who's technically minded out there's like, actually, Pete, gold's a fantastically useful metal. It's great in conductors and all kinds of electronic equipments because it's got a lot of really useful metal. Shut up, I didn't study metallurgy in school. I don't know anything about metallurgy or engineering or any of that stuff. All I know is to rip off half-ass quotes from Ghostbusters. I never studied. Alright, drone. Why don't you go build the thing that lets us get another drone and literally doubles our potential output capacity? What do you say? Sound like an idea? Employment overlay. We have 10% efficiency on the gold mine. Alright, people are shuffling now. They're not actually getting more people in. They're just moving around in habitats. How's our air quality, by the way? Overall air quality, 89%. The geothermal is really bringing it down. We're going to need to bring in better air, too. Okay, start bringing in more colonists. We don't need to build any additional structures for the nonce. We're good in that respect. Oh, there's our second drone. Well, it's about time. Charles in charge over. Thanks for showing up. And please, get this shit connected. All of it. Come on. Get these wire. Get the beef wired together here. Build a nanite processor, swap gold for rice, build a storage depot. We can put a storage depot pretty much anywhere because they're automated. Nobody needs to work at a storage depot. We're going to have to go out this way too. So give me this and that. It's like this and like that and like this. And it's like storage depot as well. Just give me a tier 1 storage depot for now. It's going to be... It feels like that'll be totally sufficient. A tier 1 storage depot. What do you want? Vessel arrived. Winter approaches. Well, that's one nice thing we don't have to worry about. We don't give a shit about winter. We can't grow food anyway, so it doesn't really matter that our overall food production is completely and totally boned in winter. We don't have food. This place doesn't grow food. Suck it, Ned Stark. Winter is coming. It's always winter, Ned. No food ever grows. Just mothers smothering their babies because they know they'd grow up without ever seeing the sun. It's all old Nan's worst nightmare all the time at this colony. 18.4 food for colonists. We're actually still losing food, though. But this number is never going to be positive. Like, it's always going to be negative. We just need to keep an eye on how much overall food we have, I think. And possibly build another trade hub? Is our trade depot managing to keep pace? That's the question. Are we importing gold faster than we can get rid of it? Because if we're importing gold faster than we can get rid of it, then yeah, we should probably consider a new trade hub. What's storage say? We have 11 gold, so no, our gold is not outpacing our ability to export it. Reward completed for completing storage, alright. Keep building stuff, and go finish off the nanite processor then, so we can turn that iron into nanites. Yeah, it doesn't have power, but it will in just like a split second. 20 more nanites. Okay, good. So far, so good. Immigration vessel docked, we brought in 7 more immigrants. Well... That's both good and bad. It has positive and negative effects. I think some of those immigrants are definitely going to have to go into an intake facility. We're going to have to get some more better oxygen in this dump. Our air quality's getting low. Breathable oxygen is important for humans, it turns out. Most of them are like, hey, do you breathe? And I'm like, well, you know, pretty much non-stop, actually, yeah. Occasionally I hold my breath, but other than that, you know, it's basically kind of an unending thing. Yeah, I breathe all the time. So how many facilities can we stretch this out to and get a bonus? It seems like really only our habitats care about the quality of their air. Everybody should care about the quality of their air, but really only our habitats give a shit. Let's put this down next to the geothermal vent. Although we want to kind of put it in a dead spot where it's not going to be... People need to be able to get to it. So that's a dead spot. And then behind it, we're going to do... We got a ton of geothermal vents running around here. There's going to be a shitload of toxic gas explosions, so we're going to definitely want to have defenses ready for that. When these geothermals blow, and they're going to blow. I mean, they already kind of blow. But when they go up, we're going to want to have ample defenses prepared. New mission is available.
We have some thoughts on how to improve the air
Working on
quality
it.
in your colony.
Reach an air quality of 90%. Oddly enough. Hey, Pete, we looked at your recent stuff and decided that we were about a minute and a half behind every decision you make, and that the air quality here was getting kind of low. Thought maybe you should consider pumping that up a little bit. You ever consider making the air a little more breathable? I hadn't even thought about it until you mentioned it, I'm ashamed to say. People are going to have to work out here. It's really far away from where they're going to want to be. This gives us 3 geothermal vents. Is there anything out here we might want to... There's no way we're going to be able to stretch it enough to get that cargo. We need this stuff because I want this geothermal. But this is basically the extent of how far we're going to want to go in this direction, I think. What's this shit out here? It's like potash, which we don't need because we can't grow food. Yeah, there's nothing out here at all that we need. So construction drones in this direction, right here, and keeping them close to the habitat. In fact, we may not even want to upgrade that. Doesn't seem like an upgrade is going to get us a huge benefit there. Let's go look at our air quality. Are you slowly on the rise? Air quality's only 88% at the intake, huh? Well, that's shit. 87. It's not going up either. 86. Air quality out here is terrible. What's the average? 86. It's real bad. Is anybody working in this place yet, though? You have, like, 1 employee? You have 1 employee. We need more people. So again, we've got our colony working as a function of personnel over time. Gold mine is... Okay, it's cranking out. We're going to run out of gold, though. This is what I'm concerned about. How long is this colony sustainable when all we live off of is the resources we're stealing from the nearby land? What happens when we fully extracted every available resource? Never mind, we can trade Zorium for food and there's a trillion of it out here. We're going to be just... No, I'm not worried. So all we got to do is expand the colony out in this direction. We'll be totally okay. Okay, we're good. I was worried for a little bit there. Trade vessel arrived, gave us 125 rice, exported to 110 gold. That's good. Food per person, still real good. Yeah, we're gonna be... You know what? Now that I think maybe we've come through the hard part. Import a total of 500 food. Well, no worries about that. That's gonna happen. Just stick on the whole rice thing. Right now, what do we need? People. We need people. We need places for those people to live. How's our overall population? Only 70... Man, people are not happy, though. They're not happy at all. We also subsist on a diet that consists of, I think, literally 2 things. Yep. You're right. Pete, you should build a lightning tower because it's wintertime and buildings are getting struck by lightning. You're not wrong. You should definitely do that. Gonna put an energy battery in, and as soon as that's built, we're gonna put right behind it the old lightning tower. Hey, drones, there you go, boys. Get on that shit right away. Let's go. Lightning tower, gotta be built. We need this. That defends every structure? Yes. There we go. Batteries built up, lightning towers going up. Defenses are in place. Air quality is still terrible. We're going to build another geothermal plant right over here. Maybe we should consider... You know what? Let's prioritize this a little bit. Make you a high priority job. Get a couple other people in here. Anybody who wants to switch over? You know what? Come on. That's fine. Come on, switch over. Immigration Center also. I really feel like this needs to be a high priority job. In fact, fill that job. We need colonists more than we need anything else. Make sure there are people coming in for this. And this also, because this is how we feed our colonists. Trade hubs are high priority. Immigration is the highest priority. More people. Intake fan, also relatively high priority, and should probably also be upgraded. We want to try and complete this air quality mission. 5 immigrants just got off. 5 new workers for the mines! Why is it in every video game I always wind up just like sending people down to work themselves to death in a mine? It's always oh, what's the Perfidious Pete paradigm? Well, you're gonna come to old Pete Town, and Pete's gonna send you out to work yourself to death in the mines. It always goes that way. Always. You're gonna wind up getting, you're gonna get stuck in a mine. You're gonna wind up being out there until you've been worked to death. We also really need 9 nanites. Lightning tower got hit. We got 9 extra energy out of that. That's nice. Get the build going here, fellas. I want to get a wind turbine up to defend this, and then probably other than other geothermal plants, I don't really think we're going to be doing anything else in this direction. Like, it feels pretty well expanded. We need to go this way. Zorium and iron is what we need. Iron for nanites. Zorium for trade. Iron, copper, and kelko sludge. All of those things are effective. I really am tempted to upgrade this, but I want to build the wind turbine first. Defending our intake is more important than getting a slightly increased nanite synthesis production factor. There's an administrator pouring over a spreadsheet. He was like, no, Pete, you can go out here and get an extra 2.5% per minute, and the overall effectiveness scales exponentially. Don't you see you're shooting yourself in the foot, kid? And I'm like, yeah, but I'd rather not suffocate. It's an acceptable risk. What's the average settlement we're going to have to pay the families of those suffocated workers? It's only 92 cents on the dollar. If we increase proficiency by 2.5%, we're going to be making 98 cents on the dollar. You see, 92 cents on the dollar versus 98, it's an extra 6 cents on the dollar. Fuck the worker, I want those 6 cents. Welcome to corporate America. Corporate anywhere, you know, I'm probably wrong to stereotype that just to the country I live in, because I'm, you know, particularly Nashio-centric. Is that a word? Probably not. You knew what I meant, though. Keep the population up. No colonists are unhappy. Maybe we're looking at this the wrong. Only 76% of our colonists are happy, but none of them are unhappy. You're looking at it all wrong, Pete. It's always, you're such a pessimist. You're always focusing on the negative. Focus on the positive. None of the colonists are unhappy. That's what you got to think about, man. Nobody is unhappy. If only that were true in the real world, it'd be a fucking remarkable accomplishment. It'd be a banner day. There are no unhappy people anymore. Some people are not deliriously happy all the time, running around whistling the Smurf tune, but la 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 la. No, it's not. They're not that. But nobody is unhappy either. Keep bringing me colonists if you would, guys. Is anybody really pissed off about their commute? Employment looks fine. No one is angry about their commute. Excellent. I mean, the commute is not... We have no penalties anywhere. Perfect. How's employment looking? Employment looks good. Are we going to have enough people in this structure to supply all of these jobs, then becomes the question. You need a lot of people. You only need 5, but the mine and a nanite processor are also going to rely on a lot of people. Intake fan needs a relatively large number of people as well. We got 16 more potential inhabitants. I guess we could always you know what? Let's just upgrade. We can upgrade that when we're ready for this area to be a little bit more developed. And as we try and come out to these geothermal plants, we can upgrade this as well. I don't think we're going to need another habitat in this direction. I feel like we're good. What we do need to do is get enough nanites out this way to start building up a mine. I don't have enough nanites to even build a tunnel. That's unfortunate. I want 100% employment. Yeah, there we go. Got our 500 food in, got us 3 nanites and 11 melons. Well, those 11 melons are going to save us through the long-ass winter. When it comes down time to starvation and we're trying to debate which baby we should eat, Snowpiercer style, we'll be like, wait, those 11 melons that we've got. We don't have to eat the baby. We could eat a melon. And then they're just like, nah, babies are way better, and we eat the baby instead. It's not a matter of pragmatism. It's a matter of deliciousness. This isn't really it's not a practical concern. It's a aesthetic concern. It's all about flavor, man. Flavor. Babies taste best. Intake fans at level 2. 100% efficiency. I kind of want to, you know what? Prioritize this as well. I want more people working at the intake. I want to get the intake fans to peak efficiency, if possible. I want them operating at 100% because I don't want to have to build so many. And our air quality sucks. But it's only 2% away from where we need to be to get this mission done. And we haven't gotten any new missions in a minute. What are you doing? Start unloading colonists, man. I need more folks out here working in the mines. Did somebody just say something about a ration pack vending machine? The food variety is excellent, but the food quality is marginal. We're also very low on food. We're going to need to up our export game, I think. Storage, resource overlay. No, not what we want. Show me storage. How much gold have we got? Not enough. We could also start exporting gold for bread. Rice and bread, we need more gold. The gold is not being produced fast enough. You guys gotta... Upgrades gotta go here. How much to upgrade? Also, this suddenly is gonna become a much more important job. But, you know, you're not actually getting any priority if you just set every job to maximum priority. You're right, I'm not. I'm gonna try and stop it. Trade ship is descending. Gotta watch the food import here. I feel like we're on the cusp of really blowing up here. We need just like a little bit more. More people working in a gold mine. Gold mine, I really want you upgraded. I want better. Plus 15% mining rate. Yeah, that's what we needed. I've given in to the corporate mindset now. I'm fully on board with it. I'm like, well, if an extra 2% production gets us 6 cents on the dollar, well, the hell with the worker then. I want those 6 cents. Upgrade it. But Pete, people are dying of black lung over here by the G. I don't care. Let them, you know what? We got more people. There are always more immigrants. They got fresh, clean lungs. We'll bring in an entire immigrant workforce with healthy lungs. Don't worry about it. Plus, then think of this. Everybody who dies of black lung, that's just one less person we got to pay who's a tenured employee. We can get those new hires in at a much, much lower salary. They don't really have the... You know what? They'll get on the jobby experience. I know what you're about to say. You'll be like, oh, they don't have the experience of our tenured staff. Well, we'll train them on the job. It's fine. Let Rick with black lung, he can train his replacement as he's dying. It's fine. What is he going to be? Some big baby? Oh, I need to stay home and go to the hospital. I'm coughing up chunks of my own vital organs. Yeah, whatever. Get back to work and train your replacement. You can cough up chunks of vital organ on your own damn time. We got other concerns out here. I don't really want to upgrade the intake fan. What I'd like to do is upgrade the gold mine again, because I really want to start another mining contract to trade gold for something. If we could get our freaking air quality up, though, by like 1%, we could get 32 quinoa and an extra 10 nanites. You know what? Upgrade this. If we get an extra 30% air quality out of this, that might... There it is. That was probably enough to tip us. 10 nanites. Is that enough to build an iron mine out here? People out here are going to despise that commute. We should hold off on that. We need to get our nanite processor working a little more effectively. Actually, our nanite is probably not converting because it's out of... Yeah, it actually doesn't have any metal to process. It's not converting because nobody's working in the mine. Upgrade the mine, then. Got a reward available.
Well done. I'm pleased with the progress
Thanks.
of your colony. You may select one of the following.
I'm really tempted to actually take the colonists. Pete, you're starving to death, and there's... You know what? No. Not even... Even in the fucking face of starvation, I refuse to accept that broccoli is a reward.
There's a situation I need to discuss
okay.
with you. I've closed the comm channel, so this conversation is...
But I was going to share it on Scorp and Twitter.
To put it briefly, we've observed some very unusual phenomena.
What's
on
that?
colony ships.
Gold fever?
I'm not at liberty to describe them without violating
I
security
really wish you hadn't called then.
protocols. But what it boils down to is this. It appears that we've been infiltrated. Someone on this expedition is not who they appear to
It's
be.
Jack Torrin.
I'm
I know it's
working with
him.
Security to try to pinpoint the identity of the infiltrator, but right now we have very
It's definitely
little
Jack.
on, and no idea who or what.
I'm just pointing my finger at Jack Torrin right now. He's it. It's him. It's Jack.
I'd like to ask you to keep an eye out. If you observe anything out of the ordinary or any unusual behavior on the part of any member of my team, please don't hesitate.
So is
to
Jack
make a
constantly
full
sending
report.
people photos of his prolapsed asshole? Would that you consider that an unusual behavior? Because I consider it fairly unusual, which is why I'm pointing the finger squarely at Jack Torrin. You need to fucking keep an eye on that dude. Jack Torrin's your infiltrator. It's sorted. I mean, it's already solved. So far, so good, though. We haven't gone full Wilford Brimley and killed everybody yet. So I suppose that's relatively positive. What we should do, though, is wrap this episode up. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see Jack Torrin get exposed, and I'm not talking about his exposed butthole. I mean, if you want to see that, there's plenty of just Google image search. You'll find everything you need. If you want to see the exposition of the Infiltrator, consider subscribing as well.
We have some thoughts on how to best
Okay,
expand
new
the
episodes of Aven Colony posted every single day. Reach 300 electricity supply. That should not be that difficult. I'll take your barley for that. And what other new mission?
Your colony would benefit from increased
Make 1 nanite per hour. Also, I really feel like we can probably do that as well. 9 more immigrants arrived. Probably looking for those Jack Torrin butthole photos. That's going to be it for now, though. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.